Hi, this is Maritza from Maritza Concepcion Intuitive Consultants. I am a psychic life coach. The following is a video from my live show from an anonymous caller. Please like, share, and subscribe. First caller, what's your initials and state?
My initials is SS. The state is New York.
Okay. And SS. Okay, from New York City. Give me a second. SS from New York. Second here. Just trying to spread the cards out here. SS from New York City wants to know. And what is your question?
Right. My question is this. Although I've been dating myself and getting to know myself again all over, I wanted to know, when will I meet my future husband?
SS from New York City wants to know. So she's been dating herself, which I love that.
Yeah.
When is she going to meet her potential future husband? Correct?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that's a big question. Okay, because we're gonna have a couple of relationships before this man comes through, only because um, whether that be because we're not ready or the relationship isn't going the right way. But next year, I see you being, I'm sorry, I see you being in a good relationship. Will that relationship turn into marriage? I think that the second relationship from next year that you're going to be in is the one that will be long term, because marriage is a loaded. Yeah, you can get married, but his idea of marriage may be different from everybody else's. Does that make sense? He can have a long term, like, you're my fiance for like 2 years before you get married. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
one
yeah.
year. It could be faster, but for you, I think what you should be concentrating on is definitely getting to know who you are and what your wants are and what your needs are, and in between have friends, and you're gonna go through two relationships before you can meet this person. So next year looks interesting for you as far as the dating world goes.
You said what now?
As far as the dating world goes, you are going to be dating a couple of interesting candidates, but the one that you're going to marry will come later on.
Sound like it's going to be very later.
Yes, later on in the year. But again, his way of having a relationship is different, but it works. Okay,
Okay.
so it may be like maybe live-in situation, then kind of live-in, kind of fiance, then becomes fiance, then marriage. It's kind of like a twist and turn type of thing.
I think I understand what you're saying. Basically, we'll be engaged for a while before marriage.
Yeah, or it does seem that way, but I think you guys will have what other people considered married is living together. Does that make sense? So that's his way of committing to you first before then doing, the legalities of it, if you will.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically making that step and then taking it from there.
Right, right. But you'll have two
Okay.
relationships before you find that husband.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm dreaming with all of that. We'll
Yeah.
see.
So okay, so you have every you have every you have all the power in the world to change this, okay? If you don't want to be in too many relationships, then just have friends that you go out with,
Yeah.
and while you wait for that commitment.
Got you. That
That's always
sounds
a
like a
healthy
good
thing to do
plan.
anyways. Yes. It's a healthy thing to
Yeah.
do. Okay?
Yeah, instead of like different relationships and relationships, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. But I think sometimes we have to go through certain relationships before we get to that point where we are ready for that commitment, or they're ready and you're ready at the same time. Does that make sense? So sometimes it's a waiting
That
game,
makes
and
sense.
sometimes it's just exploring your friendships.
Okay.
Okay?
It makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're still
Thank
young,
you
so
so
you have a
much.
lot of time to plan this.
Huh?
I say you're young, so you have a lot of time to plan your wedding.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like my little clock is running out, but I have to get that out of my head.
Yeah, you do. You know what you do? Because you know what? Sometimes, perfection takes time. So maybe
Mhm.
perhaps your relationships, and then your relationship takes time to develop and build on, and then it becomes something else. It morphs into different things. Friendship, then
Right.
kind of boyfriend and girlfriend, or in a relationship, if you will. And then, it could be fiance slash marriage. You know what I mean? So
Right.
there's tiers, if you will, that you have to go through.
Honestly, I'd rather build a solid foundation and get married right, the right
Yes.
way,
Uh-huh.
and grow old together. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I say maybe perhaps it's just your time to just explore your options and your friendships. And then later on
Well,
be ready for that relationship.
that makes, yeah. I totally understand.
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, I wish you the best, and I'm
Thank
doing
you so
something
much.
different. Just getting okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in a private consultation, you can contact me on any social media links in the description box.